Hi guys, Lindsay here with Storybrooke Family Farm. If you can't tell on camera, it is actively raining, but it's just kind of a gentle-ish mist right now. So I figured I'd come out and show you guys what all we got towed up in the garden. We were able to get it all done yesterday. Ironically, I did break the tiller clear at the end. My little small yellow and white one, I used it so much yesterday that the wheels actually broke off of it. So I was like, I guess I'm done. But anyways, so the reason I'm filming this in the rain is because for the next week or so, this is what it's supposed to do. So I wanted to show you guys before it got super duper muddy in here just what all we got done and what our plans are for it. So if you caught in a previous video, I had said about doing some sort of weird geometric shape with the garden to create little beds, and here it is. We did essentially we tilled in beds. Eventually, over the next few years, we're going to transition this garden space into being raised beds. So I left the grass walkways so that way when it's wet like this out, we don't get mud everywhere. And then these beds here are going to strictly be for planting things in, not for walking or anything of the sort. Part of what makes a garden struggle is if you end up walking on the soil a lot because it just compacts it all back down. But so the beds along this side over here, which is the side that's closest to the goats back there, that's going to be for things like tomatoes and peppers, things in the nightshade family. And then we created kind of like a bigger area back here. That's going to be where we put like corn, sorghum, and some of the winter squashes that we do every year. And then we also created it so it essentially comes down in a T down here in the center. So in that center area, we're going to plant like Jerusalem artichoke and our asparagus and other things that are like that will come back every year, and probably some flowers in there too. The Jerusalem artichoke does produce really pretty flowers, so it's kind of a win-win. The tubers, they taste okay. Our family's not a super huge fan of the tubers. I know that they're like a potato substitute, but we're not super big on them. But every animal that we raise can eat the entire plant and the tubers, so definitely a win-win for that. So then on this side here, we continued with the same theme of having other little beds within it. It's really hard to tell on camera because of all the water that we've gotten since finishing tilling pretty much. But there is a small inner bed in here, and then there's a walkway that links it in, so it's not fully connected. It's kind of like a weird U shape with another piece that goes into it. Everything that you read online about raised garden beds says about that the keyhole shape. If you're not familiar with that, you'll just have to look it up. It's too wet out for me to really mess around with showing you guys different shapes of stuff. But everything you'll read says that the keyhole-shaped garden bed is the most productive because you can get into the nooks and crannies and that sort of a thing. So the outer edge over here by the satellite dish, that's where we're going to plant a lot of our brassicas. The reason that we're doing it this way is because those two big trees right there, those are actually black walnut trees. So anything that is in the nightshade family, like tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, potatoes, that sort of a thing, they do not do well growing next to anything that is in the same family, the jugulone family, like black walnuts or hickory nuts or English walnuts, or butternuts. I don't know if hickory's in there. I don't remember. Anyways, but so there's certain things that they don't do well with. So that's what we're trying to avoid. But yeah, we got it all done, and I'm extremely sore. Like, my arms are killing me right now. Same with my shoulders. If you've never used a front tine tiller, it is a beast to use. If you've never broken sod with a front tine tiller, it is a nightmare. I have used a rear tine before, but I nearly eliminated my ability to walk from doing that. Last year I used a rear tine tiller for the first time in my life, and there was some crazy mishaps that happened with it, and the tiller ended up bashing into my knees a bunch of times. So now I have knee problems because of the rear tine tiller. So this year I stuck with my own front tine tiller, knowing that it would make my back hurt and everything else hurt on me. But I'd rather have a sore back and sore shoulders than lose my ability to walk for a week or so. So definitely the pros outweighed the cons of, you know, sore shoulders versus not being able to walk. Yeah, sometimes you got to pick your battles. Sometimes each option is not very good, but you know, you got to pick the lesser of two evils, I suppose. But so we're really super excited about growing here. This will be our first year growing anything here, seeing how we just moved here. But so we're super stoked. When I was tilling the garden, and I know you can't tell now because it's just, you know, puddles. But while I was tilling the garden, the soil looked like it had a lot of good fertility to it. This is a clay soil area, but there is actually a decent amount of topsoil here. I assume because the people that lived here before us, they just kind of let everything go feral for the couple years that they owned it. So it just pretty much was just left wild, and so it ended up creating a little bit more topsoil and giving us some more diversity in terms of like bugs and stuff being here. So that's pretty exciting. But the wind is definitely picking up. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it on camera or not. If you do, I'm terribly sorry, but I can't control nature. Even if I could, I don't think I would do much better than she does herself. Anyways, so that is it for right now. If you guys are enjoying this content, please give my videos a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed, please consider doing so to help our channel grow and to help our small business grow, and just really to help us grow as individuals as we show you guys how we grow and how we do things. All right, so thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.